and confusing situations, which we have all seen, it is not to be denied that hitting a perfectly normal life at one shot is easier said than done. But it is indeed a pleasure to see the young students returning to schools and the teachers too starting to teach once again. Though we have been able to somehow manage to function with the necessary precautions and measures being taken, it is a whole new area to start education in a full fledged way, and it will definitely pose its own challenges. Today's session focuses on how best we can tackle these issues and is also a platform for us all to share our ideas and thoughts, making this a mutually enriching session. Today's speaker motivates us to face the challenges, if any, and march towards success with abundant confidence and energy. Now, I request Dr. Alka Kindra, our Managing Director, to introduce today's speaker.
Thanks, Vedprata. A very good evening to all. I'm happy to share with you the personality today we have as our speaker is none other than our very own, very famous Mr. Chetan Ram. I would say I cannot describe his persona because my words will be short to describe him. So in brief only, I'll tell that Sir is a gifted trainer who has trained lakhs of people, not only nationally, rather internationally as well. He's an acclaimed trainer throughout the world and has won many rewards for his training sessions. The moment he stands on the podium, I think the whole audience is energized beyond explanation. He's the managing trustee of Parivartana Group of Institutions and has won many awards, as I said. Only one I can mention here because the list otherwise will take the session's time. He's an award of, he's the awardee of Ravi Puraskara, which is, you all must be knowing, a very acclaimed Puraskar award for the trainers. So not taking much time, I welcome you, Chetan Ram sir. The audience is at your side. And audience, we'll keep ourselves mute till we have any queries. And we can type our queries here or in the YouTube live also. You can type your queries in the chat as well as comments. And we'll take up the questions in the end. Over to you, sir.
Good evening, one and all. I'm too happy to be here with you at this evening. And today I'm asked to interact with the enlightened minds. Most of you are heading the institutions. Most of you are part of the educational activity for so long. And today, when we were talking, Mr. Venkat Subbarao, our beloved guru, we were just discussing what the topic should have been. Then all of a sudden he said, are we ready? Then I said, we are ready. Yes, we are. And there's march on, I added. So now off late, anyway, after 10 months of great halt, everything has begun now. But only we wish the beginning will continue, because again, we are hearing some bad news from the other states and Kerala and Maharashtra and entering Bangalore. I don't know what's going to happen. We only wish nothing much will bother us, and where we are marching on, we will march on. Now coming to the topic. As a teacher, as an educationist, as an enlightened soul, as a great communicator, all of us, always we are ready. Never we can say we are not ready. We were ready, we are ready, and we will be ready always. And no object, no subject, nothing can stop us. The only one man who can stop us is ourselves. If I decide not to go, I will not go. If I decide to go, no one on the earth can stop. It's called the Balam Balam Atma Balam. Balam Balam Tejo Balam. Our school name is Parivartana. For so long I was thinking, and I had in my mind, whenever I start a school, I'll keep the name the Parivartana. You know, in English, the word called change. In Kannada, it is called Badalavane. But these two words have different meaning than the word Parivartana, which is a Sanskrit word. You know, your son got 60 marks, then he gets 70 marks in the next test. Then you use the word change or Badalavane. Your son gets 60, next time he gets 50, less than that. Then also you use the word change or Badalavane. But this great word, Sanskrit word, and there are many words like this only in Sanskrit, which carry altogether a different meaning. There are many words, and one such word is Parivartana. Parivartana is, if your son gets 50, next time he gets 60, then only you should use the word Parivartana. He gets 50, next he gets 40, down, you cannot use the word Parivartana. Parivartana means change for better, change for better, change for better. All of us now, we set the objective. The teacher's instructional objective is set. The teacher's great goal is set. What is the goal? Bringing Parivartana, the total change, the complete change, where in all the three types of personalities, the physical, the intellectual, the behavioral, daihika, bauddhika, nadabalike, physical, intellectual, behavioral. All the three personalities should be changed, and to be changed to become better. If you wish to gain success, do not stare on the steps, step on them, it is said. So now the time has come to step on. I just go to a very practical aspect which happened just 10 days ago. Not 10 days ago, 20 days ago in our own school. See, on January 4th, we asked our children to come, the 10th and the 12th. And though we have finished, as you all did, we finished 70 to 80% of the syllabus online in these 8 to 10 months. But when they came here, we started offline again from the zero. Again, revision we started from the zero. And we just wanted to know how they fare. Though we finished online PA1, PA2, SA1 and PA3. Now again, we wanted to see what has happened to their brain, what has happened to their learning abilities. So just for January 4th to January 23rd, almost 18 days or 17 days, we finished 3 chapters in all the subjects. Ours is CBSE, 10th standard, 5 subjects, Kannada, English, Hindi, Sanskrit, and social science, maths. We took 3 chapters, we finished and conducted a mini midterm like. Then we just evaluated the papers, and to our, not to our surprise, but to our shock, a great thing has happened, which has shocked all of us, the entire school. What has happened? Social and languages. Okay, it was good. Somehow it was so good, nourishable. We can just do some great job as we were doing earlier years. But science and maths, there was a heavy shock. Almost 80% of the students, okay, and we have around 123 students in our 10th CBSE. Around 80% of the students have very bad. Very bad means very, very bad. Most of them have failed. Now we wanted to know, we were shocked. We wanted to know whether our students are dull or the understanding, learning ability have come down because of COVID, this problem, corona problem, or our teachers are not good, or after having come here, they have lost the interest to study. We wanted to check. So then I took it as an experiment, and I took only one chapter, which was not there in the mathematics out of 3 chapters for the test. We took new chapters, simple chapter, triangles, and physics, chemistry, biology, we took one chapter. So 4 chapters, mathematics, only 1 triangles, PCB, we have taken 1 each. So we took 5 days. We don't have time to spend like that, okay, to invest like that, but we wanted to know how things go on now on, how we should do, what we should do now. And we wanted to check the reason for this downfall, great fall. Then we took 5 days exclusively. We stopped all other activities, and we revised again. We made them to sit in groups, work in groups, do this activity in group, the exercises, read one-on-one, and we wanted to just check again by giving one more test. And we gave test from simple to difficult, all the questions in the paper. And we did a test, we valued it. Hello, 90% of the people who have fallen have done well. Now, after this, now we came to know one thing, that definitely the learning has come down heavily. Now the others, the government schools, or the other schools in the state, in your place, in your school, entire nation and the world, I think more or less this has happened. Now others will come back soon about this, and we have now we know what to do, now how to move on. And now after 20 days after this experiment, now we are moving on. Hope we will do the needful. Now why I narrated this experiment, which really happened in our school, this may be a common trend everywhere. There is a problem. There's a problem. There's a great learning. The ability has come down heavily. So now we have to be more leader-like, counselor-like, advisor-like. Now all the teachers, each one of us, now we should be ready. That's why the question, are we ready? And I say we are ready. And as I am, you are. And all of us are ready. Now we should, and the time has come, the knowledge, the skill, the attitude. Primarily, most of the students have lost the interest to listen, to learn, to read, to write, to express in a big way. So now this is the time we enhance their knowledge, we enrich their skill, we expand their support base, and we empower their right positive attitude. Now there is a big job, there is a big activity, goal setting for our students. We don't have much time. May first week, so fast it's going to come. We have just 90 days. We have just 90 days or 80 days. Hello, now 20 marks we give, so 80 marks, 80 days, 80 marks, 80 days, 80 marks, 80 days, 80 marks. So 1 day, 1 mark. Now 24 hours, 1440 minutes, only 1 mark per subject. So 5 marks, 5 subject. Or if it is state syllabus, 6 marks per day or for 24 hours. Now my basic question is, for 1 day, for entire day, can't our students secure 1 mark? For their abilities, for our abilities as a teacher, for the great power, the sources and the resources the schools have, I think this is quite natural. This should be a natural phenomena that every student should score 1 day, 1 mark. Now, for this, what should we do? For this, what should we do? Now, the learning pattern should be different. Now for this, listening should be great. Inside the classroom now, the teachers teach. We don't have time to teach again. We don't have time to revise. because 60 days, 80 days. Now within next 50, 60 days, we have to finish once again all, maybe 70%, what is the 30% is less than the 70%. And we don't have time to revise. So now the listening capability of the student should be very high. Harry Maddox, hello, Harry Maddox, Harrymeddox, who is called as the father of modern study management, who has written a wonderful book called How to Study. He said, if the listening is 60%, not 100%, it's 100% listening is an ideal state. It cannot happen anywhere. Hello, if we say listen 100%, it cannot be. Nowhere it can happen. But Harry Maddox says, if it is 60%, it is enough. No need for any student even to read the textbook afterwards. Forget about the working, forget about reading, forget about revising, forget about the notes, forget about the workbook, forget about the guide, forget about revising. All these things not necessary if the listening crosses 60%. Now understand, our students do all such activities, tens of activities after listening. It may be workbook, it may be guide, it may be revising, it may be textbook, it may be homework, it may be classwork, it may be 101 blah blahs. Why they do all such things? According to Harry Maddox, because the listening is very poor. The listening is very poor. So what I suggest is, now we are ready, we are all leaders. If we make them listen properly. There are two words. One is hearing, the other one is listening. Even in Kannada, there are two words. Keluvudu, alisuvudu. Keluvudu, hearing means you may hear, you may not understand. You know, vehicle parking. You park your vehicle, go to the shop, finish shopping, come back, take the vehicle, go home. It's called vehicle parking. Students sit inside the classroom, they hear you, but they don't understand, they don't properly listen to you. This is called body parking. As vehicle parking happens, this is body parking. Now, stop this body parking. The body and mind both should be together in the same place. It's called concentration. Hello? There are 5 definitions for concentration. One definition is where the body and the mind both are parked in the same place. Now, second one is, we are ready if the discipline happens. Discipline to listen, discipline to sit, discipline to make notes, discipline to read that day's topic that day only, discipline to tell, to express, to ask questions, discipline, a lot of areas. The student should now be highly disciplined at this hour of needful activity should go on now. They should be highly disciplined. The right thing happens in the right time for the right cause by the right person. It's called discipline. Yaru yarige yelli yavaga yenana etake hege heluttaro maduttaro adu avaga avarinda alli hage aa riti helbitre madbitre. This is called shistu. So discipline is the key. Now there are 10 sutras. There are 10 sutras now. To make it, we should make it happen. We should make it happen. 10 sutras. What are these 10 sutras? If you say we are ready, make use of these 10 sutras. Number 1, let the student wear 24/7 mask. Number 2, social distancing. Number 3, getting sanitized. Corona is not out. So all these 3 should go on. SMS, social distancing, mask, and sanitize. SMS. And then silence. Anyway, he is wearing mask. Better he is silent. Now the time has come to teach our students to be more silent. When he is silent, listening happens in a big way. When he is silent, listening happens in a big way. So silence. Hello, 10 sutras, Dasha Sutram. First one, mask, social distancing, sanitizing, a high degree of silence, drinking more hot water, and do not go near to the other person. Do not touch, hurt, harm others. And eat well, sleep well, listen well. That day's topic, that day finish reading. And these are the 10 sutras where he can just follow. And this is high degree of discipline. Now, again, the other add-ons. 1 mark, 1 day. which I have already told. One more, one day. And practicing the writing. Writing practice should be there. Most of the children never practice by writing. That's why they don't have the habit of writing. So they know, but they can't write. So now we should make them practice writing, okay, heavily. Now, high degree of concentration now. What is concentration? You know, you should read my book, Exam is a Festival, Celebrate. There I have given one exclusive chapter on concentration and one on memory. Now, what is concentration? However, please listen to me, however small the period of time is, however small the period of time is, if a particular person does a particular work for a particular period of time, it is called concentration. ಸಮಯ ಎಷ್ಟು ಚಿಕ್ಕದಾದರೂ ಪರವಾಗಿಲ್ಲ, ಒಬ್ಬ ಮನುಷ್ಯ ಒಂದಷ್ಟು ಹೊತ್ತು ಒಂದೇ ಕೆಲಸವನ್ನು ಮಾಡಿದರೆ ಅದನ್ನು ಏಕಾಗ್ರತೆ ಎಂದು ಹೇಳುತ್ತಾರೆ. He may read for 10 minutes, he may listen to you for 5 minutes, he may write for 3 minutes. Whatever time he does, let him do that job for that time and nothing else. It may be small time, but let him do that only that. So this is called, and the 1 gante odidre, he reads, he listens, he studies, he writes for 1 hour, then only it is called concentration. No, it's a wrong statement. It's a wrong statement. However small the period of time is, please understand, however small the period of time is, if a particular person does a particular work for a particular period of time, it is called concentration. Now, enhance necessity, need, enhance practice, enhance interest, get into meditation, and these are the 4 sutras where he can enhance his concentration. Now, this is about concentration. How memory happens, how memory can be enhanced? Writing, listening, reading the textbook, making the points, using the story technique, linking technique, coordination method, the various methods for memorization. Let him use all these techniques so that he memorizes everything. Now, very important, today I wanted to talk to you. Are we ready if you ask me? Yes, we are. Only when now we have to activate the brain of the students. How brain activation happens? I have listed some of the points. Just I'll just give the points, that's all. I don't want to take more time stretching it or talking about it more. Hello. Now you should go on with creative games, mathematical activities, enhancing their inquisitiveness, language games, logical activities, memory games, reading dictionary, not scanning, reading dictionary, concentration games, fitness and exercising, meditation, breathing techniques, and shifting concentration to various skills. Okay, and nothing wrong, he just go on and play for some time. So these are some of the activities, brain activation techniques you can just use. Now, though they have told finish 70%, leave 30%, I strongly suggest in the school level, do not leave 30%. You can do it fast, you can do it as a revision part, but don't leave it, because after finishing 70%, then you go on with the 30% too, because in the later stage, it will be of great use for him. Otherwise, he is going to suffer a lot. So I strongly suggest you, please do not leave those things. Success is not a destination, it's a journey. Now, every minute we concentrate on his empowerment, every bit of it, every item, every activity, every tool that we use and nourish, okay, it can help his brain get activated. So never ever you just leave it. Okay, he is not good, it is not happening. I always tell, a dull student is yet to born. Hello. Dadda vidyarthi ಎನ್ನುವವನು Huttailla. A dull student is yet to born. That's why struggle is there. But struggle, whether there is a struggle or not, but progress is always there. Progress is always there. So what a teacher should do? A teacher always should radiate positivity. You may not, you say you are doing a lesson, a content, a subject, but you are not doing that. Indirectly, you are passing on the energy, the positivity, the motivation. Once the student is motivated, he himself can do wonders. He himself can study. He himself can understand. No need of a teacher. He becomes guru. Once he is motivated, he is activated. Once he is activated, the dynamism comes in. Once he becomes a dynamic, then he is enlightened. When he is enlightened, knowledge comes in. It is like that. So I always tell, as a teacher, we are ready. Who you are is not important. What you are is important. What you are is not important. How you are is important. You may have imparted knowledge, given everything last 15 years, last year, before last year, and for the next 15 years also you may give. But this year, now 60 days, what you give, how you give to this student post-corona is very important, because now this is the raw brain. This is the raw brain. This is the brain which has lost the understanding level. It may be small part of it, but he has lost. Now you should bring back the dynamism. You should bring back the activation. Once it is done with, I think everything goes in. Everything goes in. And never ever neglect anybody. He may be a dull student. I said the dull student is yet to born, but he may be dull according to you. But even do not just leave him. Okay, just unless you involve, you cannot evolve. Unless you involve, you cannot evolve. And today's right decision on a student or tomorrow's realities. Day after 10 years, after 5 years, after 6 years, when he attends an interview, he should not be called as a corona timed 10th student or 9th student. Sir, it was not done when we were, because 30% left out. Sir, we were hurried. Sir, we were just rushed. He should not tell. It is indirectly, he is scolding the teacher or the generations to come. On that day, they may scold us, and it is not good on our part. So today's decisions are tomorrow's reality. And our students are candles. You light the candle rather than curse the darkness. Okay, so enhance the knowledge, enrich the skill. Now positivity always wins, always. Positivity always wins, always. Now you should have a smile for the next 3 months. Never ever you just leave your smile away. Please have a smile. S-M-I-L-E. S-M-I-L-E. While teaching, while with the student, please have a smile. Let it be your natural phenomena, because learning happens too fast when you have a smile on your face and teach. Sell more, incurring less expenditure. Hello, S-M-I-L-E, S-M-I-L-E. Sell more, incurring less expenditure. So you have a smile, you sell. What are we selling? What are we selling? Are we selling geography, physics, chemistry, quadratic equation, maths, and Kannada? No. Subject is a tool. Subject is a tool. We are selling ourselves. We are selling our personality as a teacher. So now you should be very, very careful, because we are selling ourselves. When we sell ourselves, we should have a brand. So we are selling the brand and making him a brand. He is going to be a guru. When he learns, now he is a learner. After he learns, he becomes guru. So you are developing one more candidate. You are developing one more guru. So you should have a smile always. Now, what is education? Education is knowledge, skill, attitude, environmental support. All the 4 pillars. The education building is standing on 4 pillars: knowledge, jnana, skill, kaushala, attitude, atma vishwasa, manobhava, and the environmental support, parisarada bembala. All the 4. And after this, we have other 4 pillars. We just nourish the IQ, EQ, PQ, SQ. You should not leave spiritual quotient. After all, we are not giving him the knowledge. Arivu ashte alla navu koduttirodu. No, we are not just tuning the intellectual personality. A teacher should nourish, nurture, counsel his behavioral personality. I always believe avanu olle maga agbeku. He should become a good son, a good daughter. He should become a patriot, deshabhakta agbeku. He should become a good citizen, olle nagarika agbeku. He may score 95, but he is not disciplined. His behaviors are too bad. And he is the one who is going to take the bribe after 15 years or 10 years when he becomes an officer or whatever it is. If he is not going to take care of his children, his parents, what is the use? What is the use of getting 95 if he is not a good human being? Doctors ಮಾಡೋ ಕಾಲೇಜ್ ಇದೆ, engineers ಮಾಡೋ ಕಾಲೇಜ್ ಇದೆ, business magnates ಮಾಡೋ ಕಾಲೇಜ್ ಇದೆ. Where is the school or college who produces great human beings? Have you ever seen any school putting a board? ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಮನುಷ್ಯರನ್ನು ಮಾಡಲಾಗುತ್ತದೆ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಮನುಷ್ಯರನ್ನು ಹುಟ್ಟು ಹಾಕಲಾಗುತ್ತದೆ. Okay, we create human beings here. We make human beings here. Have you ever got it? Have you ever seen this? ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಆತ್ಮವಿಶ್ವಾಸವನ್ನು ತುಂಬಲಾಗುತ್ತದೆ. In our school, when you enter, we have put the board. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಅಸಾಧ್ಯ ಎನ್ನುವುದನ್ನು ಸಮಾಧಿ ಮಾಡಲಾಗಿದೆ. Impossible is being buried here. We have put a board. Every student should think that I can. Knock off T in can't, it becomes can. If you think you can, you can. If you think you can't, you can't. If you think you can't, you don't write at all. If you think you can, you may or you may not. If you think you can't, definitely you can't. If you think you can, you may too. Come, let us think we can. So, balam balam atma balam. Atma balave bahala mukhyavattu. Confidence is the key for success. Every student ಇನ್ನು 80 ದಿನದಲ್ಲಿ 80 ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಗಳು, ದಿನಕ್ಕೊಂದು ಅಂಕವನ್ನು ತೆಗೆಯುತ್ತೇನೆ. ಒಂದು ಅಂಕವನ್ನು ತೆಗೆಯದೆ ನಾನು ಇಂದು ಮಲಗುವುದಿಲ್ಲ. I don't sleep if I don't get 1 mark this day today. If such a power of happening, if it won't happen, I think nothing is going to happen. I strongly request every teacher, every educationist, every learner to understand this. Positivity is the key for success. Now I was just telling about an education: knowledge, skill, attitude, environmental support 4, another 4, IQ, EQ, PQ, SQ. Then coming back to the other one, the values, emotions, and the linguistics, the language, because communication is important. For that, language is important. And language also teaches the emotional quotient also, and values also. So that's why languages also should be taken more seriously. And the moral values, the life skills, the people management, communication, team management, time management, problem solving, and decision making, motivation, sympathy, empathy, stress management, family life management, positivity, character management, and creativity, discipline, leadership, all these things. A student should become a leader. Problems will be solved because he solves his own problem once he becomes a leader. Then your science, social and maths, scientific attitude, mathematical aptitude, quantitative aptitude, and social behavior, and the history, knowing history, so that he can just understand how that person did and what he did, and what he did which I should not do, what he did which I should follow. These things comes from history. So history reader he should become, so that he can become a history maker. So all these things an education should give. I strongly request all the teachers, the teaching fraternity, to read what Abraham Lincoln wrote to the teacher of his son. My son starts school today. Please read that. I don't want to read the entire page, but just I just start it and close there only. I wish you know this, but Just I wanted to give a gentle reminder. My son starts school today. It's all going to be strange and new to him for a while. And I wish you treat him gently. You treat him gently. Now, post-corona, this genteel, it should happen. It is an adventure that might take him across continents. Now, because you teach history, you teach geography, you teach civics, so he moves around the continent. All adventures that probably include wars, tragedy, and sorrow. To live this life will require faith, love, and courage. See how wonderfully he is just talking. And he said, teach him also for every scoundrel, there is a hero. That every crooked politician, there is a dedicated leader. So make him understand what he should become. And he also tells, teach him to learn how to gracefully lose. He may lose. Let him lose. Let him make mistakes. Don't worry if students make mistake. Tomorrow, another mistake. Let him make. Day after tomorrow, another mistake. Let him make. Then another person said, any number of times let me make mistakes, but every time make new mistake. Every time make new mistake. That means every mistake makes you learn. So that learning is eternal. Learning is eternal. Teach him to learn how to gracefully lose and enjoy winning when he does win. And there are a lot of things he just tell. This is the order, teacher, but see what best you can do. He is such a nice little boy and he is my son. He ends this. I strongly suggest you, please read the entire portion of Lincoln's letter. And what should happen? Tagore, our great poet who wrote our national anthem, he has clearly mentioned what a teacher should do, what an educator should do inside the classroom, outside also. Where the mind is without fear and the head is held high, where knowledge is free, where the world has not been broken up into fragments by narrow domestic walls, where words come out from the depth of truth, where tireless striving stretches its arms towards perfection, where the clear stream of reason has not lost its way into the dreary desert sand of dead habit, where the mind is led forward by thee into ever-widening thought and action. Into that heaven of freedom, my father, let my country awake. Rabindranath Tagore. This is what we should do. This is how we move on. There is an unknown saying, don't stress the could haves. Don't stress the could haves. If it should have, it would have. If it should have, it will have. It would have. Wonderful. I strongly suggest you to talk about the known, from known to unknown, and unknown become known, again from known to unknown, and he just moved beyond and beyond, and horizons you can capture. Now, it is all stressed activity. I know, teaching, being a teacher, now that too post-COVID, though we say we are ready, we are not ready because it is stressing up. Now, stress won't kill. Stress won't bother us. Stress won't kill. Do you know what is bothering? What bothers? It is our reaction to the stress. It's our reaction to the stress. Manage time, manage concentration, meditate twice a day. Even I am telling this to the teachers. Okay, keep cool. Step by step, move on. You reach the sky. You reach the top. So please let your reaction to the stress be of great logic and reasoning. Now, you can't always control what goes on outside, but you can always control what goes on inside. So send the right thing in the right time for the student, everything will happen. Now, at this juncture, now a guru takes care of, he does the SWOT analysis, strengths, weakness, opportunity, threat analysis. Now, this is the right time as far as knowledge, skill, attitude, and environmental support are concerned. What he was, and after 10 months, what he is, please do a SWOT analysis, make a note of it, and correct the measures where he is lacking, and strengthen the strengths, weaken the weaknesses, convert the weaknesses into strengths. Now you have only strengths. Now you know how to act on strengths. Now if you act on strengths, no threats, all becomes opportunities. If you start playing from your weaknesses, then everything is up threats. If you start playing from your threats, strengths, everything is an opportunity. Now, please understand this. Please understand this. Anything can happen. Now, please manage this SWOT analysis at this juncture. Now, be strong. Are we ready? Yes, we are. Be strong, but not rude. Be strong, but not rude. Be kind, but not weak. Be kind, but not weak. Be bold, but don't bully. Be bold, but don't bully. Be humble, but not timid. Be humble, but not timid. Be confident, but not arrogant. Be confident, but not arrogant. Don't hurt them. Now they are ಈ ಕ್ಷಣಕ್ಕೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಸೂಕ್ಷ್ಮದವರಾಗಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ನೀನ್ ಕಲಿಯಲ್ಲ, ನೀ ದಡ್ಡ, ನೀನ್ ಅಯೋಗ್ಯ, ನಿನ್ಗೆ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗಲ್ಲ, ಎಲ್ಲ ಮರ್ತು ಬಂದಿದೀಯಾ. Don't dishearten them. Don't make them lose. Now this is the right time. You are confident. Make them confident. Now I have one more point to make at this juncture. Please, all of you know mind mapping. Please, each chapter prepare a mind map, one page. In one page, one chapter, one mind map. So if in one page you understand the entire chapter, prepare these mind maps. It is available. The Oswald group, the publishing group, has done this for CBSE 10th. You can just go there, go to the net, and you can download and take the printout, or you prepare for your students. If you are a Kannada medium student, you should prepare. If it is an English medium student, you prepare. CBSE state, for anything, even for languages, you can prepare mind maps. One chapter, one page. And if he just looks into that, easily he can score 60 to 70%. That's how you should prepare. And this is one technique at this juncture, short time, and he has to understand, and his ability to learn has come down. Mind mapping is a great activity which you can just do wonders. Now, the problem is there. Whenever a problem comes, anybody have 4 F's. 4 F's, capital F, E, F, G, H, E, F, F, A, B, C, D, E, F, F. Okay, what 4 F's? Whenever a problem comes, number 1, some of you or some of us, we are frozen, freeze, frozen. We don't know what to do. We are disturbed. We go to coma stage. We are frozen. We don't know what to do when a problem comes. Now the student has lost his ability to understand. So low now he has gone. Now you are shocked. Now you have gone to the frozen state. Now you don't know what to do. So freeze, frozen. First F, whenever a problem comes. Second one, flee, flight. You run away from the problem. Okay, leave those 3 children. Anyway, they are going to fail. These 4 children, definitely they are going to just pass. Marginal. Okay. No, don't declare that. Don't declare that. So don't go away from the problem. Don't be an escapist. Any problem comes, don't flee. Okay. Second F, freeze, flight. Second one. Third one is fight. You fight out. Okay. You do everything. You do that. You do this. So you fight out. Okay. Right. Some of you can do that. Okay. This is also a right method to fight out. But is it the right method? No. There is one more F, face. Please face the problem. Whenever you face, the difference between face and fight, whenever you face, you have logical thinking on. Your reasoning power is on. You know what you are doing. When you fight, you are emotionally charged. You are disturbed. You are shocked. Somehow you want to just head on. You want to just move on. You want to give a head on. Then your logical brain stops. So facing is the right word. So whenever a problem comes, no freeze, no flee, no fight, face. So when you face, you have logical reasoning. And now post-COVID, we also have these problems. Now your interest level has come down. Your teaching interest has come down. Your learning interest has come down. I'm not talking the levels. I'm talking about the interest part, the just part, your interest part, your energy part. Now, I strongly suggest this is the right time. You should not lose heart. This is the right time you get energized. This is the right time you enhance, enrich, expand, and empower. This is the right time you now start thinking and behaving. And this is the right time you celebrate life. Please celebrate life. And we can celebrate life when the problems are aggravated, when problems are more, then only you can convert a problem into challenge. Now this is a great challenge. Teaching now at this juncture, teaching to these students, teaching at this juncture, teaching at this point of time, teaching in this school, teaching at this time, teaching when I am also not doing good mentally. So this is a great challenge. So this is a great challenge. Now you also should change. If you do not change according to the change will change you. Before the change changes, it is better we change. Change. ಬದಲಾವಣೆಗೆ ತಕ್ಕ ಹಾಗೆ ನಾವು ಬದಲಾಗದೆ ಹೋದರೆ, ಬದಲಾವಣೆಯ ಗಾಳಿ ಎಷ್ಟು ಜೋರಾಗಿದೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಬದಲಾವಣೆಯೇ ನಮ್ಮನ್ನು ಬದಲು ಮಾಡಿಬಿಡುತ್ತದೆ. See, we were not ready for online coaching. We got ready. We were not ready to teach where the student is sitting somewhere else. We are sitting at home and we did it. And we didn't know how to prepare a video. We didn't know how to use the Zoom or Google or whatever it is. We didn't know a lot many things. We didn't know distance learning. Now all these things in the last 10 months happened. How did it happen? Now we changed. We changed. We accepted. We agreed. When you accept and change, I think life changes. You ಬೇರೆಯವರು ಚೇಂಜ್ ಆಗಲಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅವ್ರ ಕಡೆ ಒಂದೇ ಬೆರಳು, only one finger points at them and 3 fingers point at us because we should change. And do you know what is this? Upwards. Whether you change or others change, God only knows. Now let God doesn't know. Let us not worry about the God. We shall change and the world will change. The world will change. So now it's one man who makes the difference. It's one man who makes the difference. It is you. Now coming back to a very important aspect now is the study skills. Please make use of study skills. Apart from familial problems, apart from schooling problems, apart from social problems, every student on the earth has 20 problems. You solve those 20 problems, anybody can score 100. That's why I said a dull student is yet to born, because he understands and solve these problems. I'm just listing it out. We did a program long ago, I think 2 months ago, 3 months ago, 4 months ago. I just talked about the various study related problems. Today I'll just list out. Please take my book, Exam is a Festival, celebrate, Pariksha ondu habba sambramisi, and know these study skills. And you can just, or you yourself have read many books and know this. Please impart study skills. I'll just list out 20 problems. Why one should study? We should solve this problem because most of the students, they don't have interest to study. So why study? What to write? How much to write? How to write? How to sit for reading, when to read, how long to read, study rules, concentration, memory, speed reading techniques, speed writing techniques, preparing notes, study stress, and what is our brain and how brain works. What do you mean by brain management techniques? How to be happy when you go to the exam, how to get ready for the exam last 30 days and 3 days and 1 day and 30 minutes and 3 hours during the exam, and after the exam 1 hour. All these things should be taught. So how to face the exam, art of facing the exam, managing our attractions. Most of the parents and you say that managing the attractions or distractions, maybe mobile, maybe TV, maybe movies, maybe going to the hotel, maybe meeting friends, maybe all the lot of attractions today. They call it as attraction, you call it as distraction. But how do you manage this? You cannot take away the mobile. He has mobile, but you just teach him when to use the mobile and otherwise what you should do without mobile and how you can sit by not using the mobile. So you should nurture him, you should counsel him. So handling attractions and sleep related problems, how to manage sleep related problems, health related problems, food related information, and there is law and time management, timetable, time waste, talking about time wasters, time savers, and no procrastination, postponement, time management. And last one is 20th. There are many who score 90, but they don't go beyond 90 and score 100. So 90 and above to 100, this is one such problem. And all these things have solutions. You should read my book, or I have prepared a mind map for this. I'll send this to through WhatsApp or mail to Smart Cerebrum. I request Smart Cerebrum to send this to you so that you can just know all these 20 problems and the solutions. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. I have written in short. So please read that also. This is about study skills and exam skills. Now, I think the time is up. Now, unless you build the total personality, unless you build the positivity, I think other things, the knowledge and skill never moves on. Tenzing climbed the Everest. He came back. Tenzing with Hillary climbed the Everest. He came back and he was honored everywhere. And one fine evening, the honoring was over and it was an open session. And one journalist asked him, Mr. Tenzing, you climbed the highest mountain peak on the earth. We're very happy. We're very happy. But I have a question. What's your question? Now tell us, why did you climb the Everest? Is it the question to be asked for a man who climbed the Everest? Why did you climb the Everest? But Tenzing gave an answer immediately. He said, I climbed the Everest. I climbed the Everest because it was there. Wonderful answer. Why our children should study? Because knowledge is there. If he had born 2000 years ago, who would have told him to read and study and score? Because there was no exam, there was no knowledge. Today, knowledge is there, textbook is there, exam is there, competition is there. He has to settle down, he has to do wonders, he has to change the society, he has to change the existence. So he has to improve the existing one. So if to improve the existing one, he should know what is already there. So to bring change, because it is there, because he is a man who has a brain, because he has 5 sensory organs, he should study, he should know more, he should score more, and he should do well to bring change. So these are the things you should make him understand. Now, I stop at this juncture, and from convert, you start changing from one level to the other level. There are various levels. The dreams are being converted into goals. Goals are being converted into action. Actions are being converted into success. Success gets you happiness. Happiness gets you satisfaction. Satisfaction gets you peace. Satisfaction gets you peace. Now all of us are here. Man is here. The objective of every man is to be happy. This is Buddha said. Buddha said, be happy. Allow others to be happy. Buddha said, be happy. Allow others to be happy. Life expects us to do measurable progress in reasonable time. Life expects us to do measurable progress in reasonable time. Now we don't have time. We are not working with the time post-COVID for the next 60 days. We are not working with the time. Hello, with the time. We are not working. We are working against the time. You do, you don't do. You go, you don't go. You march on, you don't march on. You change, you don't change. But time will move. Time will move. Exams will come. 1 year losing out the brain is heavy, heavy, Too much we are going to lose. We are going to lose out one generation. So now post-COVID, I strongly suggest now if you are a watcher as an educator, you should become a doer. If you are a doer, you should become a becomer. From watcher to doer to becomer, you become that so that he becomes that. So you and the student, the learner, both now the time has come to become the becomers. And no more history readers. Our students should become history makers. And history maker knows more, does more, and wants to achieve big. If you dream big, you think big. If you think big, you act big. If you act big, you become big. ಯಶಸ್ಸು ಕಂಡಲ್ಲಿ ಬೆಳೆಯುವ ಕಾಡು ಕುಸುಮವಲ್ಲ. ಯಶಸ್ಸು ಕಂಡಲ್ಲಿ ಬೆಳೆಯುವ ಕಾಡು ಕುಸುಮವಲ್ಲ. Success is not the flower of a roadside plant. It is the rarest of the rare, mandara flower that could be procured only by those who have cultivated in their personalities self-confidence, creative mindset, time management skills, high degree of discipline, and an enthusiastic attitude. Now the parents have no time. They have sent the children to the school. Now the teacher has more responsibility because you have to change his physical, intellectual, behavioral. All the personalities should be changed. Not only you give marks, you help him score marks. No, total personality should be changed. Teach him the values of life, sincerity, generosity, selflessness, morality, ideals in life, impartial attitude, truth, sympathy, empathy, compassion, sacrifice. So talk to the child every minute about these things. Now I close today's talk. I stop at this juncture. I only wish all of you, all of us, including me, understand the need of the hour. And attitude, changing attitude is primary now. Then knowledge, then through skills, the knowledge, and then all the environmental support we help him give, and he changes completely. Total transformation, total change. That's called parivartana. Now today's topic is, are we ready? Yes, we are. For what? To change in toto a student who has come to us for this change. And parivartana should happen, must happen. And this generation, now he should not cut a sorry figure, but instead next generation, wherever he goes, people should tell, how come that age, that time, nothing happened, learning stopped, but you are so powerful? Because our teachers, what they normally used to do in 12 months, they did it in 3 months. That's why I am here today. That's why I am like this. They should appreciate you. And the whole world should appreciate you. So the time has come to prove, beyond any doubt, you can prove. And you have all the courage, you have all the power, you have all the sources and the resources to ignite the mindset. I wish you all the best. I thank for the opportunity given to me. And please move on, march on, and reach the goal. And the goal is to be number one, make our children number one, become more successful, and successful in gaining all the 3 personalities intact, 100%, physical, intellectual, behavioral. Thank you. Thank you very much. Namaskar.
Thank you very much, sir. It was energizing session, and I think now by now all of us are actually ready for school.
Yes, thank you.
So the forum is open for questions. You can unmute yourself and ask your questions directly, or you can put in the chat. We'll take it up. So one query has come to us. How should we assure parents that their children are safe in our schools? Though we all are taking all the precautions, how to assure few parents that yes, children are safe in our schools?
Okay, there are three ways you can make them feel confident about your arrangements. Number one, tell them that you are also coming. Tell them you are in this environment. Tell them that I am also facing the same environment. So I know what is happening because you are on the ground. Rule number one. Rule number two, if you want, if your management wishes, let the parents also one time they can come and see the measurements, what we have taken, the environment, how we are managing and following. They can see. Okay. And number three, tell them on face that we are ready. Believe us. Believe us. We are doing the right thing in the right time. Don't worry. Be happy. Keep cool. You have left them. Now they are with us. They are in the safe hands. Don't worry. Be happy. Just assure them orally, and this can happen. They can come and see and tell the students to go back and tell the parents how we are doing, what we are doing, and they are the right ones to send the message.
Yeah, thank you, sir. So one more query from teachers' side. Some schools teachers are taking the classes 2 times, same session for same class, twice they are taking. Like one is what they are taking directly the students who have come to the school, and the same they are repeating in online session. So how teachers should handle this?
No, we have in our school in Parivartana, Srirangpatna, we have solved this. We have made one section. You know, we can't have. We are even today we are having 2 students in one bench. So social distancing is being managed. We have many students, 100 and odd students in each 9th and 10th and PUC also. So what we have done is 20 students in a classroom now, because the arrangements is 2 1 2 1 2 1. So 18 to 20 students are there. So what we have done is one room exclusively we have just have live stream. There only we have arranged. So whatever classes go on, they need not have to repeat some other time. So what we were doing online, now they give the one stream to that. So I think this way you can solve this. And that is all, that is recorded also. So they can see afterwards also, and live stream also. So what all the classes going on here, that will be repeated because live stream is on.
Correct, correct. Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Sumita ma'am, you had some question. Kindly unmute yourself and you can go ask sir. Sumita Sigdar ma'am, you had some query, I think. You can unmute and ask. I think some net issue at that side. So, yeah, Deepa ma'am, kindly go ahead.
Thank you, ma'am. Good evening, Alka ma'am. Good evening, sir.
Very good evening.
Thank you so much for such lovely, inspiring words. It really instigates a lot of positivity in me today. First, I would really thank Cerebrum for bringing such good speakers for your session, sir. So one query, as I head a school and we do have various kind of students coming in for admissions, and we never say no for admissions, right from the management point of view, as well as for our own things, that we also come with a mindset, okay, let's ignite the sparks in every, no child, as you said, no, there is no, that lovely word, a real adult student is yet to be born. But one thing what really stings us is, once they put into the school, they put the whole and sole responsibility on the teacher or the school to take up. But when the students don't respond, and with the current online scenario, how are we going to balance this and make them more successful? Any other tips that we could make these parents also responsible?
Okay. Thank you, Deeparani, madam. Madam, actually, you don't know about Chetan Ram, myself and my school. I'm the first person, maybe in the entire India or state, who asked the parents, if your son or daughter is 0 to 30, come to my school. openly I put it in my my brochure and gave it. Now you see, your question now relates to me, because most 80% of the students are 0 to 30 zeros. They can't even read and write, but they come to directly to 10th. But my result is 100%. Okay, I'm not boasting myself. What I'm telling is, I'm the one who said a dull student is a tumor. I'm the one who called them. I'm the one who invited them, and I'm responsible for this. I tell you, nowadays, parents have no time. Parents have no, they can't, they don't want, and they don't have time, and they can't. Change, teach, counsel, convince, empower their children. Now understand this primary aspect. Now that is why they have come to you. Otherwise they would have gone to somewhere else. They have made the child join your school, join, meet Madam Deepa, because they need your help. Now, having understood this basic information, now they are not ready. Parents are also not asking. I am also not telling. I am also not doing. From zero, hello. From zero, definitely in 1 year, 10 months, you can make him pass. I'm not asking you to get him, but make him get 90 or 80 or 70. No, get him pass. And if he passes from 0 to 30, if he passes one such big exam in just 300 days or 250 days with you, I think you should be given Bharata Ratna for that. Okay, Shikshana Ratna. That because it is easy, but it is not easy. And all can't do, but you can do. I can do. So what I suggest is, there are 3 sutras you can just plan. Number 1, once he comes in, please make a SWOT analysis. Let him write an exam of all the subjects, 10 questions. Let him write a para of all the languages. And then don't throw him, just make him admit to your school. Now you know where he stands. How is his handwriting? What is his ability to spell? Okay, and whether he writes sensibly or not sensibly. Okay, what is his linguistic powers? All these things now you know. Now you should draw a plan of action from where you should start, what you should have a separate syllabus for him. You should, and there are not only one, there are many such students in a class. So for each, what I do is, for the revision part, morning I don't segregate as some of your Bangalore teachers or school does. From the beginning only they do ABC, 90 and above, 80 and above, 98 and above, sections are different. No, I don't do that. But mine is a residential school, 100%. People don't, just like they come and go, no. Now 100% residential. So I have time, 24 hours, 2 years, get me from 0 to 70 I can take. This is a Vagdana that I give, the promise that I make, and it is happening in my school. So what I do is, in the revision part, in the evening, okay, revision part, that day's revision, that day happens in my school. Now what I make is, I have a different state of affairs, the modus operandi. I divide them into ABCD. 8, 75 and above, 50 to 75, pass, and to 40 to 50, and definitely fail students, D. Now, ABCD, the revision part is different. And how they should do, what they should do, the teachers, that I have already given to the teachers, and there they do only that much job. Now, in the later stage, as days goes, D should be moved to C. C should be moved to B. B should go to A. And 1 month before exam, all should be A in my school. So this is a plan of action. This is how you should work, and it is possible. I have not, though I have spoken in length, I have not given you the techniques to handle these children. If you meet me if we meet once, okay, one-on-one, I can just tell you, I'm writing a book in the last 6 years. How did I do? How did I change this status? Okay, I should write a book, and I want to tell this. Whenever we meet for a bigger session, I can just tell you in detail. Thank you.
Thanks for the lovely explanation, sir. I will surely come down to meet you, sure. Want to get more motivated, sure.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Any other queries from any of the teachers or principals? So on this note, from Smart Cerebrum, we thank Chetan Ram sir for wonderful session. And sir is actually an ocean of motivation, and he keeps spreading the motivation among the education community. And we'll certainly have his sessions more whenever we need more motivation. So thanks a lot, sir.
Thank you. Thank you. Welcome. Welcome. All the best. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thanks.